So I'd like to briefly talk about my encounter with Chris Murray. And if I remember correctly, it was the early 1980s, about 30 years ago, when Chris Murray joined our group at the Geophysical Fluid Dynamics Laboratory of National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, located at Princeton University. At that time, I was delighted to welcome Chris from MIT, where he was well trained by Professor Eagleson on the mathematical modeling of land surface process. Time flies. 30 years has passed since that time. It is a great privilege to be able to speak at this symposium, which celebrates Chris's truly outstanding achievement that attempted to elucidate the impact of global warming upon the water budget of continental surface. If the concentration of greenhouse gas continue to increase following business as usual scenario, it is quite likely that soil moisture decrease in many arid and semi-arid regions of the world, and will begin to exert strong influence on the water budget of continental surface during the 20th century. By the middle of the 22nd century, soil moisture in these regions will decrease. Soil moisture in these regions will decrease substantially, and the frequency of drought will become very high. On the other hand, in many water-rich regions in high northern latitude and rainy regions in the tropics, it is likely that increasing amount of water will become available, and the frequency of flood is likely to become very large at the continental surface, as demonstrated already by Chris Murray in his computation. For example, if you look at Chris's paper, 2002, increasing the risk of great flood in changing climate. This is one of the very interesting paper published in Nature. So this is one of the important reasons why the increasing contrast between water-rich and water-poor region poses very difficult question for the water management of the world, as demonstrated already by Chris et al. In his computation. This is discussed beautifully, Midi 2008. It's a very well-known paper. Stationarity is dead. without the water management. Chris is, I think, is very eloquent when he writes this paper. Not only very articulate, but also the way he writes it grabs the people's mind. And I always impressed very much. And I don't know how he come up with this beautiful phrase and grabs the people's mind, grabbing not only people's mind, but he seemed to understand essence very much. Apparently, I have talked long enough. Is that correct? Yeah, I'm very sorry I extended my time. Sorry about that.
We are so grateful to hear from you, Suki. We are so grateful for you taking whatever time you need.
Suki, hey Suki, it is so great to see you and hear your voice. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And I'm really honored that you managed to, show up for this event. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I am very happy I was able to show up and on this occasion to celebrate wonderful contribution Chris has made.
The thing I want to tell you right to your face, because it's in my talk later, but I just want to be sure the message comes through. When I was invited to come to GFDL after I crashed and burned at the university, I was kind of scared to go to GFDL because, I'm not atmospheric, oceanic, climate scientist. I'm hydrologist, and it was a little daunting, the idea of coming there. But the thing that made the difference for me was when you spoke with me and you encouraged me. You were very gracious, very open, and generous with your time and thoughts. And it really sealed the deal and is what made the difference that made me sort of have the courage to make that leap.
Who I am hearing from now?
This is Chris Milley.
Oh, Chris Milley. Okay, yeah.
So I just wanted to say how grateful I am and what a big influence you were for me. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. The compliment. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you both. Thank you both for that. We're really grateful for your participation, Suki, and I'm so glad it worked out.